Hello, Mandela, and welcome to your final wider curriculum lesson of the week. Our learning objective is, can I understand how to read directions on maps using the points of a compass? So yesterday we learnt about the points of the compass. We're going to use what we know about the points of the compass to help us give directions. In today's lesson, you will learn to use the points of the compass to give directions. In our lesson yesterday, you were introduced to compasses and its points. We learnt that compasses have 4 points, 8 points, and 6 points. To get you started, I've got 3 groups of compass point codes here. Pick one and write down what the letters mean. So if we were working on the 4-point compass, we would write N equals north. What would I write for E? For E, I would write east. What would I write for S? For S, I would write south. And who can remember what I would write for west? Oh, silly me. I would write west for the W. I was very kind and gave you the answer there. So now I would like you to pick one of these to have a go at for me. Well done for completing the task. A compass is an important tool for finding our direction. It helps you to find your way when you are using a map. The needle on a compass moves freely around the dial, always searching for north. Once the compass points to north, this helps someone to see where east, south, and west are located. North, here we have our north, always points to the top of the map. Using the compass rose, which directions does the pirate need to follow to reach the treasure? Start at the shipwreck and write down the directions. So we're going to look at this one together. So here's our pirate, and he needs to get to our treasure over here. How could he get here? Which direction does he need to travel in? If he comes this way along, he is travelling east. Then if he goes this way, what way would he be travelling? He would be travelling north. If he comes along this way, what way would he be travelling? He'd be travelling east again. If he goes this way again, which direction is he travelling? North. And then finally, he would travel east to get to the treasure chest. Can you write down how he would get to the treasure chest for me? Did you find a different way to me? Let's have a look. So he could also go east, north, east, north, east, north. So that's 2 ways that he could travel to the treasure chest. Here is another map. This is a map of Maptown Zoo. Let's read what our instructions tell us. If you were standing by the aquarium, which direction would you walk to go to the lion enclosure? So here I am standing by the aquarium. I need to travel to the lion enclosure. The lion enclosure is over here. If I look at my compass, it can help me to find out what direction I would travel in. Which direction would I travel in? This is west. Well done. This time we need to travel to the orangutan oval, which is here. So I'm standing here. Which direction could I travel in? So if I'm going this way, What direction would I be travelling in? We look at the compass, it tells me I would be travelling south. Finally, I'm still here and I need to find the restaurant and get to the restaurant. The restaurant is here because the key in the map tells me that the knife and fork represents the restaurant. So I'm traveling in this direction. If I use my compass to help me, I know that I am traveling in a southeast direction. Your job today, you need to give directions to find out where you are. So you need to follow the directions to find out where you are. So our first one says, from the slide, go north. Where are you now? So you need to find the slide and you need to travel in a north direction and write down where you are. Then you've got some true and false questions to answer. Activity 2. Follow the directions to find out where you are. It tells you how many squares you need to travel, so you need to count those squares carefully for me and write down where you would end up. And finally, activity 3. You have got a blank grid. You need to draw what you would find in the grid. So the lion is in the northwest corner. So you would find the northwest corner. You've got your compass to help you. And then you can draw your lion here because that is where your lion is. Remember to take a picture of your work and put it onto Tapestry for me.